Hi, I'm Greg.
Hi, I'm Jack.
And this is Rate That Record. So we'll start with the first one here. Frank Frost, Hey Boss Man, reissue of the Phillips LP.
I think I have that, but on a oldies but goodies CD with a totally different cover art.
This was one of those records where there were Sam Phillips would, and like most records do, the jackets. It cost so much to have them set up and everything, so like they press tons of jackets and then press LPs as you needed them to fill the jackets. So these jackets were around town and no records. So I just always saw the jacket, and the jacket by itself was like $800 or something, but there was no record. And then finally I did hear a reissue of it. It's a great kind of Memphis rhythm and blues record. I don't know if I would say it's amazing or anything, but it's definitely, I'd give it a solid 4.
I'll give it 5.
Jack's going 5.
If it's the CD I have with a different cover, but I'm sure it's.
I don't want to come right out of the gate with a 5.
I haven't heard it in a while, but I like it.
Right.
Classic.
John Wayne, Texas Funeral.
Hard.
Walter Brennan fronting The Fall.
Hard 5. There were so many different stories of who the guys were.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, right?
And then I found out, which I don't think is anything spectacular, but still it was fun not knowing.
Right.
You know,
the mystery.
Like,
yeah.
The there were like 8 different versions of like who these guys are and how this happened.
It's kind of a problematic thing at this point, though, because there's a lot of stuff on there that probably would be deemed politically incorrect now. Yeah. But it is a really fun record. The sloppiness of it is really cool.
And I think every song, except for maybe Apple Schnapps, starts off with maybe even Apple Schnapps starts off that way. Every single the country teasers love that album.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'm gonna give it a drunken 5.
Drunken 5. Nice.
Look at it. That's
another 5.
Another 5. If you don't have this album, that's what's wrong with you. one sip of beer and I'm on a comedy roll here.
How you like me now? I got the Devo album. Let's see.
Stella. Doesn't take much.
Jim Carroll Band, Catholic Boy.
I really like the record a lot.
I do too. It's one of my favorite kind of.
He did what, 3 or 4 records? This is the better one. This is the best one.
It's incredible. It's like
City
that
Falls
whole kind of beat poet type of thing.
That's his parents.
Is that really his
parents?
Mom
and Dad. Yep.
But when I was in high school, I got Basketball Diaries and loved it, and then discovered this album and really loved it. I love the poetry. I love. The band is cooking. Like the 2 guitar players are just killing it. Like it's great. But yeah, definitely. If I could give it a 10, I'd give it a 10. I give it 5. Oh yeah.
I've never had that one, but I love it. The early Etta.
Yeah,
James.
This is the live album, right? Yeah. It's a great album. We played with Etta James one time. Raining Sound opened for Etta James. And she pulled like all the classic moves.
I remember that. I didn't go to that.
For kind of R&B divas. Like their bus pulled up, and it was getting time for the show to go on, but they wouldn't come in the building or leave the bus until someone brought them a bag of cash that with more money than the guarantee.
Yeah,
it's classic, like very classic.
It's a Chuck Berry move.
Yeah.
I tried that once, and they just like beat the hell out of me.
It doesn't work all the time. Calculated X. It's pretty good. This is a good
new wave.
record. I think I like the other album better. With some change,
Is
no
this
change.
got Cool the Water on it? I like Cool the Water as my
That's
favorite.
on the other album.
That's
This is an EP.
Okay.
Alan Hayes from this band actually recorded some Oblivion stuff.
Yeah.
He had Al's Harmonic Salon was the name of his studio.
And their singer passed away like in the
Al.
mid 80s, I think.
Oh,
the
okay.
band might have been broken
Bowie.
up, but it's his real name. It's not Bobby Jones. It's Bobby Bowie.
Yeah.
He's the real Bowie, Memphis Bowie.
Memphis Bowie.
I'm going to give it 5 just because we had the real Bowie new wave cat. But Cool the Water is a really good song.
I'm going to give it a 4. That's only there to denote that I like the other album is a 5 for me. The Headcoats.
I have that one. Girl from 62. I remember whenever I got it before, everybody was talking about that song. I mean, all the songs are good on there,
Yeah.
but for some reason, I think Jim Cole was like, Girl from 62. You and Eric, I don't know. And I listened to it, it's like, what? It's good, but they're all good. You know,
Yeah.
But did you hear Girl from 62? Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 5. Actually, I think my favorite, there's so many Headcoats records
5.
and so many different.
That's an Art Chantry artwork also. I looked in the back.
Is it?
Yeah.
My favorite one is their one album they did for Sub Pop. I can't remember the
Oh
name.
yeah, it's got the Dave Clowes artwork.
Yeah.
But you had that one years ago.
Amazing album. I have it, but that's my favorite. But that one's really good too. So yeah, 5. All right, here we go.
Classic.
Classic, solid.
Was that one recorded in Memphis?
Solid 5. Yes.
a Memphis record,
And this was done at Phillips, right?
The first studio I ever
Yeah.
went in when I was a teenager and recorded with my band. We had no clue what we were doing. Phillips Studio. I had no clue about who Sam Phillips was. This was on the wall, and that Jerry Lawler album. I'd heard of the Cramps. I didn't know their music that time. This is like mid '80s, and I knew who Jerry Lawler was, and then a bunch of other gospel records. And I'm like, I didn't understand. Like, but these are different types of music. They all record here. I thought it'd be like a heavy metal studio,
thought it was like a
new wave
scene.
studio. I didn't understand the way it worked. So.
5. Give that a 5.
Me and Greg are playing with this new group called the Laundry Bats.
At GonerFest. But the Laundry Bats is Abe White's band. That's me on bass, Jack on drums, Alicia Trout on lead guitar, and Abe White on guitar and vocals. Awesome. Well, thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate you. This has been
Rate That Record
on GonerTV.
Woo!
Right.
Hell yeah. Thanks, y'all.
We would rate every record in the store.
Give me 10 more.
Just give me a marker. I'm just going to rate it. The value of the record just goes
Is this
down.
$5? No, that's Jack's rating.
That's rating. That's a high rating. 5 though.
Man, everything in the store is $2.
$5.
We don't sell crap.
We don't sell crap. They're all 5.